was like eternal, this brilliant, kind man who was so talented and created this whole kind of sophisticated, understated glamour that really defined the 90s in a way. And he discovered me at the Venice Film Festival when Mighty Aphrodite premiered there and asked if he could dress me. And he started dressing me then. And then I wore his beautiful designs to most of my most important moments in my career and in my personal life. The beautiful kind of almost throwback to retro glam Oscar dress that I wore was his, and he kind of customized it for me. It was something from the runway, but then he kind of redid it for me. And then my wedding dress, the most two biggest days besides the birth of my children in my life in a way, and he was there making it beautiful, making it special, and he will be very sorely missed.
Gosh, well, I think I remember it's where I met Gianluca. It was at our Armani fashion show in Paris in 2012. And Mr. Armani was such a visionary. Family was very important to him. His friends were very important to him. He's such an incredible artist. And his legacy will go on and on through the beautiful thing he's created.
What I loved most about Mr. Armani was just what a kind and thoughtful person he was. He was very chic and elegant himself, but he wasn't one of these tyrants who screamed and yelled at his assistants. And he wasn't a, crazy drug-addled or alcoholic like so many. I wrote a book about two of them. I wrote about McQueen and Galliano. Talk about complicated. Mr. Armani was a survivor of World War II, and he had been wounded terribly as a kid. And, and he lived through the battles of northern Italy, and he was very hardworking, level-minded, kind, and courteous. And he was always very welcoming, and he made you feel at ease. I'm gonna miss him. He was what the French call a grand monsieur.
He has been rare in the Italian fashion world that he has maintained control. He has not sold any part of his business, despite suitors, to anyone. So it has long been a discussion what will happen when Giorgio Armani is no longer with us. Well, he has set up a foundation. We're not all that sure what the details of that will be. I'm sure that will come out in coming days, but he has set up a foundation so that the fashion empires can remain together. And he has also made clear in recent years that the creative succession would go to Leo Del Orco, his longtime collaborator on menswear, and his niece, Silvana Armani.
Shocked. I didn't know that, and I just happened to pass his store. So definitely an icon in the fashion industry. And I also bought the makeup of Armani. Beautiful fashion and clothes, definitely a staple people look up to.
Timeless. It's just, 50 years, how many decades he's been doing it, and it's still very relevant. So I think it's something that in the next 50 years is still going to be relevant. That's the legacy that I think he's leaving behind. And I think even, different brands have different different levels, and I think the way he's been able to do it, he's the home stuff, the high level stuff, the mid-tier level stuff, everything kind of has his feel and his signature. So that I think is really special, and not a lot of people get to do that.
I feel it's terrible. I didn't know he died until I just got an alert on my phone, and it's just tragic, actually. I'm very sad. I love all his clothing. The store's right here. Look at everything. It's beautiful. Iconic.